Yeah, I think it was a training camp push and shove and a little bit of loud barking, and that was pretty much it. For me, it's late August, and we're ready to go play some real football, I think. And I think that's pretty standard back and forth in this point of training camp. So I didn't think too much of it. Guys got a little hot, tempers flared, and we moved on. So I don't.
There's a red jersey on the quarterback not to know that he's not to be touched, not just in a play, but in a situation like that?
Oh, of course, you don't want the quarterback being touched. The flip side of it is the quarterback enters willingly into the fray like that, then that's on him as well. So he's got to not do that and enter himself into that spot. But yeah, we don't want a red jersey getting touched. So that's is what it is.
So when Jeff takes hands to his face in that moment, there are no consequences in that moment.
Yeah.
Is that special privileges for Jeff?
No.
Or does that tell the defense anybody can take hands to Cam's face?
No, that's not at all. I mean, anything that we do when it comes to those types of things and conversations I've had with those guys are internal. I don't need to share any of them, but yeah, I think there's not really much more to add than that.
What would it take for you to discipline Jeff on the field and throw him off? You did it last summer in a much more serious incident.
Yeah.
That seemed worthy of something in the moment to some of us. Seems
Sure.
like he has free reign.
That's not accurate at all. Look, I don't know where this throwing out of practice thing came from. It's pretty bothersome, to be honest with you. I've worked in the league for 16 years with a lot of really good head coaches, and I've never seen a player thrown out of a training camp practice for some pushing and shoving and some cuss words. So it doesn't register with me the same way. I don't know what it's like been before here or anything like that, but I've coached a long time, and I've been around training camp since I was 15 years old, and the amount of players I've seen thrown out of a practice is I can't even remember one that ever happened. So I don't know where that comes from. I don't know what that desire to see that happen comes from. I don't understand it. But Jeff he left the practice field after that play, just like we'd ask all our assistant coaches, if tempers get hot, take the guy off the field, cool them down, and practice ended 2 plays later. So I don't understand all that. But I think all my conversations with Jeff and the players involved and now that those are internal. And yeah, not fully. We're gonna get through practice today, see where we're at. I do think the intent is to still play football a little bit with our starters. How much remains to be seen. That'll kind of be determined over the next day or two. But they definitely will be, most of those guys will play, and then there'll be a handful of select guys that we won't. But got to play a little more football. I think that's part of the balance of when you have that opportunity to claim players. You don't just claim a player to claim one. You got to feel like it's a real talent upgrade for an opportunity to help your team. And you don't just dismiss guys because we've also poured a lot of work into these players that have been here for the better part of 6 months. So there's a balance. I mean, there's definitely can you find better players and can they help your team improve from even a depth perspective? Great. But there's also some benefit to having guys that have been in and around your system and know what you want from them too. So that's the fine line you walk at this time of year. And again, having the #1 waiver claim allows us to be aggressive if we choose to be. And if there's players that we think can help us, I think that's certainly going to be the case. So I think it is. There's a fine line to that, and there is a balance to how much you do in that period of time. But if there's players that can help us, great.